Well, Drew, I've talked to you for a long time, and obviously after every game this season, and you always talk about playing the complete game. But boy, this football team, offensively, defensively, every facet, this was a complete game against a team that you really needed to get against. Just characterize this win for this football team and how you played from start to finish.
Yeah, well, listen, the goal is to get a little bit better each and every week, and obviously I think we've been challenged so far this season. At the midway point, battle tested in so many ways, had to kind of go through a lot of injuries, have a lot of guys come off the bench to play and have played very well, and we found ways to win. In so many of these games, we found ways to win, and I think we finally started to get a little bit healthy this week. It was good to have Mike Thomas out there, Emmanuel Sanders. But I mean, definitely our most complete game, to this point. Can't say enough about our defense, going up against all the weapons on that offense in their home stadium with everything riding on this game, Sunday Night Football, and for them to have the performance that they had was pretty remarkable. Offensively for us, I just felt like we had great rhythm, great tempo throughout the game, played complimentary football, rushed the ball well, threw the ball well. I mean, there weren't many big plays. I mean, can't really think of many that were, like these huge plays down the field. I mean, it was just marching the ball, converting third downs, sustaining drives, scoring points, scoring a lot of touchdowns. I mean, those are all good things.
Drew, this team has a lot of pride. You've won this division 3 years in a row. There was a national narrative. You were the underdog in this game, maybe a narrative that the Bucks were the team to beat in this division. Did that motivate this football team heading into this game?
I mean, listen, we don't. I think that there's all kinds of projections and conversations and things that are taking place. We don't really pay much attention to that. We're just focused on playing our game and putting forth our best game, each and every time we step on the field. And I think we understand at the midway point here. I mean, listen, this is where we want to be hitting our stride. This is where we want to be making a run at it. We've won 5 games in a row. We want more. So stay humble, stay hungry. There's still a lot more to be accomplished.
The balance was unbelievable on this offense. She hit 11 different targets. She found 4 different teammates in the end zone. That's the kind of football you like to play. And I mean, you've been doing that for years. And when you've been doing it like that, you've been the most successful in this offense.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I think that's very hard for a defense to defend. Obviously they're going to key on, our playmakers. But man, when you can have other key contributors, come through and make the plays that they made today. And, I love that, Josh Hill got a touchdown today. I love that Adam Troutman got a touchdown today.
Right.
I mean, just guys that, you wouldn't be thinking would be scoring touchdowns in a game like this. And yet, that's, I think that just says a lot about our offense.
You set the tone with the first touchdown drive. I'm sure you looked around the field. Oh my goodness, Traquan Smith is that wide open. Were you surprised he was that wide open in the end zone?
Well, it was, it was one of these kind of, fake screens to Alvin, and then we're running vertically. And, I felt like Taysom Hill might have a shot. And so my eyes were on him. Safety grabbed him, really kind of lost sight of what the corner was doing. So kind of slid and then saw Traquan back of the end zone and launched it before I got hit. In fact, you got to ask Teron Armstead about it. I get hit, I'm going down, and Teron catches me, picks me up and says, I want you got to see this touchdown. Like as he's catching the ball. It was one of those where I'm always amazed at the O-line. They know when the ball's released, right? And then their eyes go downfield, because probably the defensive linemen stop and turn around. And so he was there to catch me and say, I wanted to, prop you up and make sure you saw this touchdown pass.
You and Tom Brady, unbelievable careers. And I know it's not you against Tom Brady, but you passed him for the all-time lead in touchdowns. What was said after the game? I know you guys have a lot of respect for each other, but this had to be a tough loss for him. What was the discussion like afterwards?
Just, exchanging pleasantries, talking about family a little bit. Obviously we go way back, we've been playing against each other a long time.
Jameis Winston comes in and gets some action in this game. I mean, you played against your former team. What did that mean for him? Everything he's been through this past year, that meant a lot for him, didn't it?
Absolutely. And he got to throw a pass, got a nice first down conversion. When I came off the side, and there was about 9 minutes left, and they said, "Hey, James going in." He came over and was just like, "Thank you." Just waiting for that opportunity. So I was happy for him, proud of him.
All right, last question I have. A complete win, just a very impressive win. You surprised a lot of people around the country, but what does this do for this football team moving forward now? A win against an opponent like this where you beat them twice, you take advantage of the NFC South, you're really in the driver's seat right now.
Well, here's the thing. We didn't surprise ourselves. I think we just showed what we're striving for and what we're capable of every time we step on the field. So one step at a time, stay humble, stay hungry. We still got a lot of work to do, but obviously this was a huge win for us.
I got to ask Armstead about that story. That was good stuff, but
yeah,
great win. Congratulations. We'll talk to you next week. Enjoy this one.
All right, Mike. Thanks.